have him. Barr and Bryce will be out. Yeah, we should have them both back next week, so that's the good thing about it. But we'll play Tyler Jones and Garrett Bradbury at guard, and maybe Tooney some in there as well. See how it's going. But they both had really good weeks, so excited to see those guys play.
Jones and Bradbury had really good weeks.
They did, really good, yeah.
Jones was a guy, obviously, going into the season, he had kind of penciled in there at the left tackle.
He did.
How did he kind of handle?
He was disappointed. I mean, like anybody would be. And, you know, like I told him, it's, you know, a tribute really to what Will did more than what he didn't do. Will just really played well in fall camp. And, you know, Will's 6'6", and he liked length of tackle. So when we were able to get a taller guy there, it helped us. And Will was hurt most of spring ball, so we never saw that competition really happen until fall camp. So, you know, Will gave us a chance to be longer there, and told Tyler it's going to be a matter of time, just like last year when Tony sat on the sideline for 4 games and then he started the last 9 for us. So you just need to be ready when it comes, and we had a good week.
South Alabama seems to have lived on the big play. Just talk about that.
They have speed. I mean, that's the thing when you watch them, they're fast, and you know, tailback's averaging whatever 9 yards a carry because he's got an 80-yard run, a 70-yard run, and that helps your stats. You know, the receiver in the Nebraska game in particular got behind people, and then their tight end in the San Diego State game got behind them. So they've had some big chunk plays, and you know, you don't see them having series after series of success. You know, it's really big, one big play here, one big play there, and so you know, obviously that's a goal of ours, is to limit their ability to have big plays in the game.
Last year, when you're tested out of the gate by Georgia Southern, you don't have to explain to your players that these games can be tricky.
That's right.
Maybe this year, after 3 relatively smooth wins, do you have to still explain to them that
we do.
This could be a trick this week against a team with some talent? I mean, like, looking at that roster, they have a lot of transfers, not just from UAB, but all over the place.
8 UAB kids and 4 junior college guys just in this year alone. You know?
Alabama, Texas Tech,
they
Virginia
got players.
Tech.
I mean, it's all over the tape. Our guys know, and it helps when you have things happen in college football too. You know, when you see other teams in the country upset, you can go to those games and say, hey, look what happened to so-and-so this week, look what happened to this team, and they didn't handle their business, and let's not be one of those examples, you know. So we talk a lot about it, but you still have to go out there and play.
Are you excited for some quality time in Mobile?
I like Mobile, actually. I've been there before. We played in the GoDaddy Bowl, and it was a great town. The people were really into the environment. I mean, they support football there, and even if it's not their fans, they'll have people in the stands. I know when we played there at NIU, I mean, shoot, we hardly had anyone travel, and the whole game was packed playing Arkansas State. So I would assume we're going to have a festive crowd.
On your Wolfpack caravan circuit this spring, did you give the God Man a hard time about his dad lining this thing up for you? Or?
No, I think he's going to be down there though. Godfrey's down there, so seeing his family, and he'll be at the game with us. I'm excited to go down there. You know, I mean, it's a good recruiting base too. So hopefully, you know, we'll play well in front of their people, and it might help us down the road with some kids.
Greenwich still played 18 snaps last week. Is he full go?
He is. He is full go, and you know, I think you're going to see as the season goes on. It kind of depends on what we're doing. There's a lot of packages that David's in, and we just haven't gotten to a lot of it yet, unfortunately for him. But he's practiced well, and there's been a couple games where he's been wide open, and Jacoby just didn't see him. He threw it to somebody else. We still had a completion on both plays. You know, his time's going to come, and he knows that. He's got a great attitude about it.
Maybe an unsung hero with Cook. I mean, he's taking more snaps than any tight end. What does he do out there to stay on the field?
Cole is a blue-collar guy that blocks his butt off, man. And he's gotten better and better each week. He can set the edge when we're running gap plays and power and counter and things like that. And he's just a team player. He'll do anything you ask him to do. And it's very physical.
How much team stuff do you do leading up to the game, or do the guys stay in their hotel rooms, or how do? I mean, obviously it's a very long day.
It is. Game day, you mean?
Yeah. When you're on the road and it's at 8 o'clock Eastern time to pick them up.
We'll have treatment time, you know, where they come down and give the training staff and the weight room staff, stretch them out. We'll have a walkthrough. Obviously, we feed them a couple times and try to break the day up that way. You know, with college football being on a Saturday, it helps a little bit, so they keep their mind in football. Virginia Tech game will be a little different because it's a Friday game, so we'll have to be a little more creative with how we occupy their mental part of the game that day.